Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for March 2022. We're just going to jump right in here, Virgo. I don't have, I got snowed in, so I don't have my usual setup again, but you know, it is what it is. It's winter, but we're just going to, I'm going to pull from this deck as oracle cards, so the top 3 cards that I normally do. And then that's going to be with the Tarot, the Mystical Moments, and then we're just going to do a regular spread here, Virgo, for the month of March. But Virgo, let's see what is going on for you. Pretty much every single person so far has had the Tower, which is very interesting. Whenever I have the Tower multiple times, to me it just says there could be Tower moments happening in the world in general, which we are kind of seeing anyway. So it could be more of like a collective energy. But you start off with the King of Wands. I feel like somebody or something is becoming more, and sorry, I can't actually, the sun is shining right on my screen, or there is no sun, but the brightness. So I have no clue if this is actually focusing or not, but you have the King of Wands here, and I feel like someone, like there is, it's almost like an energy is becoming very forward is how I would describe this first row. For some of you, I feel like it's a person, like a person who is entering into your awareness, someone who is kind of like, you know, entering into your life, whatever you want to call it, right? So I do feel for some of you, it's a person who is kind of presenting themselves. It could be a person who's like approaching you in love or something similar. You've had a king, like a Wands energy for a while. This just feels more assertive, feels more bold type of energy. For others, I feel like it's you. Actually, I would say for all of you, I feel like being bold, being assertive would be a good idea right now. I mean, it comes up for pretty much every single sign that I read for, that we need to be more bold, more assertive at this time. That's what's going to lead to the most success. So that's what I'd say here. You have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Nine of Cups here. The Queen of Swords is about like finally seeing things clearly, and she is aiming this direction towards the Seven of Wands and the King of Pentacles. To me, this is a very sure of yourself type of energy. To me, this says that you are becoming more confident, or you know, I would say this entire reading is actually saying you're becoming more confident, or you're just becoming more sure of yourself in whatever it is that you do in your life, or if you're trying to make a decision, which we see right here with the Two of Swords. Do I stay or do I go? Trying to decide if you should, you know, make some sort of change, or if you should go in a new direction in your life. I feel like you're making some sort of change here with the Two of Swords, and it's like you're more sure of yourself. I didn't even realize this. You have the Judgment card and the Tower together. Again, Pisces, your opposite sign, also had the Judgment and the Tower together. To me, Judgment and the Tower represent a very... to me, it's the most powerful combination in the tarot. It's like a major revelation or major wake-up call. And I definitely see that for you here, Virgo. To me, it looks like, again, this top row in the month of March, you're just becoming very sure of an idea or a direction for your life. I feel like it's going to lead to kind of like wishes or wish fulfillment. Next, you have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is also been coming up for a lot of people this week, and I feel like the Ace of Cups is talking about our heart, where we put our heart, the things that we focus on, the things that we should want to focus on in, you know, in love, in business, and other areas of our life as well. So I feel like you're becoming more sure of kind of what will give energy back to you. I think something, you know, people forget about the Ace of Cups is it could be love, and there's definitely love here, by the way. I mean, if you want love, I feel like it's available to you. It could be a fellow earth sign, or fire stands out to me. I mean, you've been getting fire in your readings for, I don't know, a long time. So I feel for some of you, clearly there's like a fire sign in your energy field, or whatever you want to call it, Virgo. But what I think people forget about the Ace of Cups is that it can also represent something that fulfills you, something that causes your own cups to overflow. And usually, if we're doing something that's heart-based, if we're doing something that we love to do, then those are the things that kind of lead to success, or those are the things that make us very successful and cause our cups to overflow. In this row, you have the Seven of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Moon. Again, the Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of knowing that you know that something is for you. I'm not sure if it's focusing. I'm just going to guess. but it's a card of knowing that you know that something is for you. It's a card of knowing that you know that you can be successful or have something that you want to have. Like he's committed on a very deep level to making something happen. You have the Judgment card here. I feel like you're answering a calling. I've been feeling for everyone like a little bit of a time thing where I feel like people feel like they've wasted time or, that they've run out of time or they're too old or too young to do something. And I've been feeling that very hard during the month of March. And again, I would like make sure you're not beating yourself up over something from the past or, like I feel like the timing is perfect. So, I feel like I wouldn't worry about the time type of situation here. You also have the moon, pretty crazy again, because pretty much everyone has had the moon. This year has been bonkers, right? It's like I've never had a year where all the readings really kind of fit in well with each other, where the energy is so similar from sign to sign to sign. Usually to me that says there's like a collective change. And again, I've been on YouTube now for, over 7 years with this channel, and I don't really remember a time that was like this, where everything was so similar. So we could be in this time of great change. And the moon energy for everyone, I feel like, is saying that there is just some people are just not exactly sure like what is on the other side of this change. The moon is a mystery. I personally love the moon. To me, it's a good card. It represents a period of innovation where we're trying new things, or maybe we're doing things differently. And maybe it's a mystery. Maybe we don't know what's on the other side, but usually it's a positive change. Next, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel that your fortunes are definitely turning in your favor. I feel a lot of luck coming in for you here. This could be a surprise as well. So I do feel like there could be surprise luck, like a surprise turnaround. And again, I get, this is where I'm getting the whole timing thing here, Virgo. In this row, you have the King of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Queen of Pentacles. Number one, I feel like this could be, I do feel for pretty much all of you, there is a surprise coming in. And it feels like a pleasant surprise, not a bad surprise. So the Tower can be, just any type of surprise. Probably something being more, predictable in your life. The King of Pentacles, he is kind of the card of stability. He represents things being stable, things stabilizing in your life, or, things kind of evening out for you. And that's kind of what I feel here with the King of Pentacles. The Tower, I definitely feel like things are going to change. I do feel I'm pretty sure I said it to you a couple weeks ago that I feel like people need to get comfortable in kind of like chaotic energy. I don't think this is like a bad thing, but I do feel people need to understand that the energy is like a little bit, chaotic. The energy is a little bit all over the place, and maybe we need to learn how to better deal with it. And you have the Queen of Pentacles here. She's focused on the pentacle. She's not focused on the rabbit that is right here above my finger there, Virgo. I'm not sure if it's focusing. But, the rabbit can represent fears and anxiety, and she's focused on the pentacle. It's like she's not allowing the world to control her. And again, like I said, pretty much every single sign I've read for has had that showing up in the reading. Like, don't allow the world to control you. Don't allow your fears to control you. Just make sure you're focusing on things that are important to you. But we're just going to clarify this now, and that's going to be that here, Virgo. So let's see. With the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords. Basically the universe saying I meant what I said. Just, I feel like once you commit to something that your heart belongs to, with that Ace of Cups, you're going to be very successful. With the Two of Swords and the Judgment card, you have the Two of Pentacles. Definitely a choice. Again, all three water signs had a decision to make. You have a decision to make, clearly. And I feel like your decision is to answer a calling. You're the only sign that ever gets this. I feel that a lot of you have some sort of significant change that you've wanted to make, over the past 4 years or so. Maybe a little bit longer, which is different than everybody else. I feel like that for most of you Virgos, there's like a big type of change, like maybe moving far away, or traveling, or it's like there's something inside of you, I feel. That's the best way I can describe it, Virgo, where there's something where, like, I feel like that there's more. And so, again, I feel like these decisions have to do with that. And I feel like this is kind of a reading that is pushing you to do more and to move towards the more. Again, if you're moving, maybe you want to move cross country, maybe you want to start a business, maybe you want to do something bigger, I would definitely do it. And with the Nine of Cups and the Moon, you have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's like you're going to have to figure out new ways of doing things, but I feel like you're going to be successful no matter what. It's like there's a lot of success with the moon. The Eight of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things and not seeing that there are multiple ways of doing things, number one. But number two, with the moon card, it's kind of like you see the path. You know you have to go down this path, right, on the moon. There are some mountains in the background of the moon as well. The mountains represent the achievements. They represent, they represent kind of achieving something on the other side of those mountains, or they represent accomplishing something on the other side of those mountains as well. But there could be some like fears in doing that. But with the Eight of Swords, it's kind of like saying you see the path, and the fear could be preventing you from going down the path with the Eight of Swords. But I feel like you need to realize that it's going to be a lot easier than you think. With the Seven of Wands and the King of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. Every single person this week has had the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is be bold, be assertive, really go for what you want. Definitely important for you to be assertive at this time. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Definitely, if you're looking for love, there could be a very strong connection coming in for you, or there could just be a really good match coming in for you as well. To me, those are like divine counterparts. With the Judgment card in the Tower, you have the Ace of Swords, of victory, and literally the top of the mountains. You have the mountains here with the Moon card. You have the top of the mountains here with the Ace of Swords. The sword is above the mountains. It basically says there will always be obstacles that you will encounter, but you will easily be able to overcome those obstacles. So it kind of is encouraging you, I think, to go on this journey. You will be victorious. With the Moon and the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Five of Wands. Yes, go on the adventure for sure. This is a card I call Indiana Jones. To me, the Five of Wands represents going on some sort of crazy adventure to get some treasure. So I would definitely go on the adventure there, Virgo. Your top row outcome, Nine of Wands. Yep, definitely something you've thought about before. Like I said, I feel like for those of you that could be making a big change right now, it's something you've either been planning, you've planned before, you've thought about before. Nine of Wands says don't give up on the dream. So I feel like it's very important that you keep pushing towards some sort of dream. Middle row, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it'll lead to a lot of stability in your life and probably a lot of success as well. So I would definitely go down this path. And your outcome is the Page of Wands. Go on the adventure. Pretty simple reading. There is no reason to overcomplicate this. As always, Virgo, I feel like it's just saying, go take this. I wouldn't really call it a second chance, but I feel like you're making a major change here that you've thought about making before. And this reading is just encouraging you to do it. And, it's like, yeah, there might be some fears in doing it, but I would go down that path. I do also feel, for those of you looking for love, definitely there is someone who wants to communicate with you. Again, this is the first week where I feel like this person is entering into your field, is entering into your entering into your energy, basically. Could be any sign, but I do feel like someone is communicating with you. So a pretty good week, Virgo, or month, I should say. So thank you for being here. I will be back for the mid-monthlies as well. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.